Hi everyone, this is Ronnie coming to you the video today, or tonight, today, I don't know when you're going to see this, but this is Tuesday night, it's about at 10 o'clock. I've had a good sales day, over $500. We had the shoes, if you've seen them in the last video, pair of shoes, Brooks Brothers, Shell Quartervan, sold for $250. So we sold some other things also to go with that today. This is a Xenia. It's the premium edition. I don't know what the hell that edition is, but it has a nice little pattern to it. And this sold for $35 plus $20 shipping to Canada. I actually have to fix my Canadian shipping because it is kind of out of whack. And I'm overcharging people. And it's probably why I haven't had a Canadian sale in a while. But then I had two tonight, which is odd. Then I had this Vince. This is another Hanley style. The Xenia, we were into that for about $7, and it took 71 days to sell. This Vince took 10 days to sell. It's a Hanley style, just gray long sleeve shirt, 2 extra large. And this took, like I said, 10 days. Going to Canada, they paid $24 plus another $20 shipping. We were just talking about these the other day. Sold another one. This is a plaid one. Has the shield in the front. Snapback. And this is by Nutmeg Sports by American Needle, made in USA. I mean, it had a cool design. I thought this would have went for a little bit more than it did because it's just interesting, cool. It's different. I kind of priced this up. I kind of readjusted all the hats. I said I was the other day because I haven't had a nibble on them in a while. And this one sold for $32 plus shipping. And we ship our hats in a box we get, and it's 8 by 6 by 6. And these hats, we just bag them up, put them in there basically like this, and they fit perfectly. This is a 2-piece St. John's collection women's skirt set. You see these gold buttons. This has been listed a little bit of time. This has been listed 116 days. And it also has the skirt here. And actually, the skirt don't got a tag, does it? But it does have buttons on the back here. See right here? You can see right there. They belong together. But I took an offer of this for $145. And the lady's actually going to use this in a dog show. So I thought that was pretty cool. I guess she wants to dress up, which is cool. And then we sold these shoes right here. These are Churches. It's kind of a little hard to see in there because they are a little worn. But it's just a tassel loafer. Has like some brogan or whatever you want to call it up there in the front. A wingtip, not a wingtip style, but you know, it does have a little bit of a heel drag. But these sold for $64, and they're going to Germany, I believe, and they paid $32 in shipping. So that's all the stuff going out. So it was a nice day. It was over $500. You know, and if you include the shipping, I think it was like close to $6. So not bad at all. Not bad. I'm gonna go and show you 2 things I found today. We're just making a quick trip. So I made a quick little trip to the thrift today, just to our local 2 thrift stores, and I came across these 2, came across a few other minor things, but these are the 2 things I thought were pretty cool. These are a pair of Nike Air Maxes. I guess they're Just Do It, going by what the comps say. Here's the tag right here. And when I was in the store, I didn't have my phone with me, but when I came back, I looked up this number right here that started with an A and went across, and believe it or not, there's quite a few sold listings for these. There's probably some current ones currently listed. They're a little dirty. They're going to clean up probably pretty well. I'm not sure how well this is going to clean up, but depending on how that cleans up, we'll see. But these are clean. I paid $9 for these. So, and I'm expecting, if depending on how they clean up, somewhere between 50 and 80 comps were all over the place. There's some that sold less, and there's some that sold probably in the 100 range, but they got to clean up. But always to find a model of a shoe, that number right there in the middle usually is the one you use there, and look up the shoe just by putting in Nike and that number, and they'll come up, or in Google, and helps you decipher the shoe. These are a pair of boots, and these are a little bit tight. They have these buckles here. Caught my eye. You pick up boots and you can kind of tell when a boot is cheap or not by the weight and by the feel of the material. But these are made by Ecco, ECCO. Now these are pretty good. This is a size 40, which I believe is a 9.5. It's my wife's size. And these were $12. B is the color. And just to get this off, a little petroleum jelly usually works fairly well. Learned that a while back, and usually works pretty well. So put a little on there. If it doesn't come off, I don't know, take a black Sharpie and just color over it and move on and be done with it. I'm not going to spend too much time. But these are a pretty cool shoe. Or boot, I should say. And I looked up this real quick. And I did see a brown pair sold for $115. I sold like 4 or 5 other pairs sold for $85 plus, in that 85 to or 80 to 100 range. So I'm expecting somewhere between that 80 to 100 range. They're in pretty good condition, as you can see. So these will do pretty well. Another thing with Ecco shoes, you always want to make sure you twist these things, because the soles on these have a habit of disintegrating. So you always, with Ecco, want to make sure you twist them really well. All shoes you should really twist the soles. And you could always tell if there's some type of issue when you twist and stuff like that too, because sometimes there's separation. You can't tell till you do it. So it's always good to mess with your shoes, and I don't really like it. Now I gotta wash my hands, but hey, there it is. But not bad stuff. So we're out at a few thrift stores today. Picked up this really nice woolen silk. Has peak lapels. Paid $14 for it, but it's nothing too special. It's Paul Frederick blazer. I don't know. Maybe I'll get 80 for it. And we picked up this vase. I don't pick up, or pod, I don't know what you call this thing. But brand is Roseville. Known to look, figured to look, has a little light cracking, but overall I don't know what this is worth, but I had to pick it up. Anybody know what this stuff is worth? And the way I found these pair of shoes. Miu Miu, I forgot what brand makes these. A pair of heels, tall heels. These were $5. So not too bad at pickups. I paid $30 for that thing. I don't know what it's worth. Maybe somebody will know. So here's a better view of what I thought was a piece of pottery. I mean, it's a piece of pottery, I guess, right? Has some flowers on it. I paid $30 for this. It does have some minor cracks there, as you can see. But that's the Roseville marking USA. And then I actually just looked it up by that number 1-8 and came up. And this is actually a cookie jar without the cover. I see one currently listed for $125. This is probably in better condition. This is not the best buy I've ever had, but I couldn't leave it. It's the first time you find something, you just buy it no matter what. It's like the first time you see a Brioni and it may have a hole in it, but you still buy it because you're like, I gotta have it. So maybe I'll double my money on this. Maybe I'll put it like $75 on eBay and just try to move it on down the road. Or, yeah, probably what we'll do. But pretty cool piece. Nonetheless, finally found one. And let me show you what else we picked up today. So then we stopped at TJ Maxx, and I know they have their yellow tag going on. I kind of really haven't been up on it. I went to a few stores a few months back, or a few weeks back, I should say, and I kind of blew things off. Today I said, let's stop. I picked up a sweater for myself, but then I found these Stuart Weitzman shoes. You can see here they were marked down to $29, and Stuart Weitzman. I don't pick up a lot of stuff in this brand, but every once in a while you'll find something interesting. And these caught my eye. The color, and then they have these gold little things on the back. And these are actually, what do you call it? That lambs, like dyed fur. Lambs, what the hell do they call that? Shearling leather. So these are actually cool. I looked these up when I was in the store because, even $30. These actually retail for $5.98. And there's two currently listed. Somebody's asking like $5.98. And they're a small size too, like a 4. And then someone has a 7 and they're asking like $2.30 or something like that. Two have sold though. One sold for like $125 and $150. So probably the neighborhood or the range I'll shoot for. And there's only like I said, 2 on there, and neither one of them are this size. That's a 6.5. This is a Peter Millar golf vest. It's a Crown Sports Series. This is a size small. It's new with tags. I do pretty well with golf stuff. I kind of like golf stuff. It's mesh. Has a zip out hood. It's like a polyester blend. Nothing crazy. It's a size small. But we paid $7. And the retail on it is $135. We're gonna get near close to retail. But we can usually get kind of close to that retail price most of the time on stuff we get from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So I'm hoping $50 range. I did see some sell as high as $80 for this style. So golf season is coming up here soon. And I didn't see a size small, which could benefit us also. So you never know. And then this was a Polo Ralph Lauren. I think it's just a size medium. Yeah. But got this for 10. And this is a long sleeve, like polo style sweater. It's knitted. And you can see the retail on this is kind of crazy. $248. And we got it for 10. I seen a few sell used, as this is a 70% wool, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. So these actually sell pretty decent. I've seen a few used ones sell for $40-$50. And I think I currently have one listed now that I got from the basketball players lot. Same kind of style sweater. Like a polo style collared sweater. So I don't know what I can get for this, but maybe I can ask $79 and see what happens. Take $50-$60 for it. Maybe move it out the door. But now's the time for that yellow tag TJ Maxx and Marshall stuff. Don't forget about it, because it's only going to be about another week.